Hey, it's Katie. Welcome to the first ever Copper and Heat family meal. We're making a few changes to the show as we gear up for season 2, which will be coming sometime this fall, and we want to hear from you. So first, I have a little favor to ask you. Open the show notes. See that link there? It's a survey. We need to know what y'all are thinking. I promise it's really fast and painless, and you'll be done by the time this first family meal is over. Click the link. It's right there. Next, we're introducing Copper and Heat Family Meal. Mini episodes throughout the seasons for you, our listener, to tell some of your stories. Like when we all sit down for family meal or when we go out after shift, what stories do you like to tell? That's what we want to hear. For season 2, we want to hear about your experiences with money. Here are a couple questions to get you started. Was there a time you were scared shitless to negotiate a raise? How about your first experience staging and how you figured out how to pay for it? Or figured out you couldn't? What was the first time you experienced the divide between front of house and back of house? Or maybe you have a time, or several times, where you weren't paid what you thought you were going to be paid. Those are just a couple ideas. I know you'll have plenty to say about the money and finances of being a cook. A lot of my friends definitely did. Here are a couple examples.
My name is Edelyn Garcia. I'm currently the executive sous chef at the Village Pub in Woodside, California. I attended culinary school straight out of high school, so that was 2006. I sent in my resume to Chef Peter, and I think like a day or two after, he contacted me. And I went in for an interview, and I swear to you, he like scared the shit out of me. And, I think I did my stage a couple days after, or maybe a week after. And so he made me cook a piece of halibut for him. And if you know Chef Peter, he's like a stickler on like, you know, cooking fish properly. And so I cooked a piece of fish for him. He was like watching me the whole time. I think he was talking to his chef's table about me, you know, whether or not that he was going to hire me or not. Yeah, kind of scary. And, you know, I presented him a piece of fish. He told me it was like cooked perfectly. You know, gave me a handshake, and he looked over at the chef's table, and they were all cheering. And I was like, "What
is going on?" Hi, my name is Christopher Hamilton Lord, and I'm a cook from Iceland. So I decided to try out cooking, and if I didn't like that, I was just going to go out and go into the army. And I ended up never doing that. When I walked in that first day, that was the first time I ever walked into like a Michelin-starred establishment. I went stoked about staging at this 2-star restaurant, and a month in, the Michelin guide came out and they got 3. I had 2 months left, and like now I'm at this 3-star restaurant. Because I didn't believe in myself to like perform at a restaurant at that level. So the fact that I, you know, worked those 3 months, which is a bitch, working for free at a 3-star restaurant, like your girlfriend back home is nagging you about not being in Iceland. IRS is talking to you about how much you owe them because you stopped paying them because you needed to have enough money to stay out there and work for free. And meanwhile, you have this guy like giving you shit for not consolidating the walk-in well enough or mopping the floor well enough. You know, like, fuck that shit, you know, like it's stupid, the shit that you put yourself through for this. But then like eventually I got hired. So it's like I have this sense of pride that I actually like started like literally from the fucking bottom, and now I'm like pretty proud of what I do at work. I'm like learning a lot, proving myself. My goals that I set out here to achieve, they weren't a fraction of what I've, you know, achieved so far.
Take out your phone, make a new voice memo, and tell us your story. Tell us your name and where you're from, or don't if you want to keep it anonymous. If you can keep it under 5 minutes, that would be great. It definitely does not have to be perfect. Tell it to us straight. Cursing is not only accepted, it's encouraged. We do work in kitchens after all. Then send it to us at hello@copperandheat.com. I can't wait to hear what you send us.